So it's raining. It's raining. And I suspect, I'm going to put this here. I woke up again today feeling weird. Oh, feather. There we go. There we go. I went to a Halloween party last night. This is what me and my girlfriend looked like. Ooh, we look so cute. And then I woke up today. And like Thursday and Friday, my motivation is like zero. But then I feel like down, and every now and again I want to cry. But then I also feel irritable and weird. So I was like actually sitting and thinking about how I feel, and I realized I think I'm having a mixed episode. Wow, it is pouring. Wow. Insane. It hasn't rained like this in forever. It's like right at the end of our rainy season. So if you don't know with bipolar, you get depressive episodes. So I got bipolar 2. So I get like deep depressive episodes, hypomanias, which aren't as intense as manias, which people with bipolar 1 will get, but their depressions won't be as bad as mine. And then mixed episodes is when you get symptoms of both of those in one go. So like bouts of depression and like losing your energy, because with a mania you get like more energy. But I lay in bed like not asleep, but did not want to get out of bed for a good like hour and a half, which is like, I keep on saying not like me, but it keeps on happening. So you get like, you lose your motivation, you lose your energy, you get bouts of depression where you want to cry, or like that's how it comes out with me. But then you also are highly distractible and irritable, and sometimes get like little euphoric moments where you feel really cocky, which I got yesterday when I was getting ready for my Halloween party. I was getting like these little like, ooh, like euphoria moments. And even then I was like, am I having a hypomania? Because this could be like a hypomania. It feels like a hypomania. But then this morning, yeah, I think it's a mixed episode. Can I not just have a normal week? Just a normal week. Like, mental health, normal. My clients give me plenty of articles to write. Bipolar. Yeah. I just wanted to come on and talk about it, because I don't really think I've ever heard someone talk about it. I don't hear people talk about bipolar online as it is. Not on YouTube, at least. I think maybe I'm not following the right people, but yeah, they definitely don't talk about mixed episodes. So yeah, a little bit of curtain. But I forgot to say that today is voting day. So it's our municipal elections, and obviously I vote because I'm an upstanding member of society. If it wasn't fucking pouring with rain, it's like a 2-minute walk for me to my voting station. But with this rain, not a chance am I going out in it. So just gonna whip the hair back, and yeah, I'm just gonna start off my day at 11 o'clock by just going to vote. I was supposed to exercise, zero less to exercise. How does that translate to people who aren't English? I mean, to people who aren't South African. Like, I just got no motivation to exercise. I hate this. So yeah, I'm just going to go vote and then come home and see if I can finish up an article that I did most of on Friday. I'm glad I do that kind of setup thing on a Friday, because it makes it so that I actually, if I do have a Monday that's like this, I can still get an article finished, and I feel like I have accomplished something. Mixed episodes and voting. That's what today is about. Considering the size of that queue, it took me 30 minutes. That's really not too shabby, but oh my god, it made me laugh. Like, I see people from other countries and they've got like a handful of candidates to vote for, and our ballot is like 3 pages long, 3 A4 pages long. Like, it's actually batshit. But it's done. Got my little mark. I'm gonna get my mixed ass to the mixed episode, not mixed race, obviously. I'm a white lady. I'm gonna go to the shops, try eat something. Some of last night's makeup is still on, and it will be on forever. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the shops, eat something, and see if I can get even the tiniest bit of work done. Mental health. I think it's gonna be one of those weeks. Hey everyone, I'm going to chat to you. It's Tuesday. I'm going to chat. Can you see me? I hope you can see me. I'm going to chat to you about books I've been reading while I do my daily before I exercise cleanup. So I am nearly done with Towards an Architecture. Obviously, lots of pictures. So it is a very easy read. I'm going to be finishing. Well, not an easy read, but it's a quicker read than if it didn't have pictures. I do this every day because I cannot abide any dust or anything getting around me while I work out, and I have to move the rug. Oh, excuse me. So that I have enough space to practice. And then I do some sleeping. So because this is basically, it is focusing on modern architecture, and this is like, it's written in the 1920s. So picture it's the 1920s, it's just after World War I. The world has gone into much more of an industrial sort of frame of mind after the war. And now a lot of people are coming in from the countryside and now looking for jobs. So there's a lot of call for low-cost housing. And Le Corbusier's solution was to bring in concrete, which is very new in this sort of environment. So bring in concrete and start making low-cost housing in a very modular way that doesn't use too much decoration. And this is like across his entire design aesthetic, is to not use decoration, to just use things purely as the material that they are and the function that they are. And then with concrete, it also brought a lot of, it brought the opportunity to free up a lot of the load-bearing qualities of the wall, so you could bring in much bigger windows, much thinner walls, so everything wasn't so dark and heavy. So he's doing something like that. I need to get a dustpan. So it's very much him talking about that style, and I can totally for the time see why that style was important. And there were so many architectural styles that he was fighting against, and you could see why. They were very, very decorated, very austere, not very accessible to a lot of people. But at the same time, like, I like decoration, just not in a really obnoxious way. You know, he did not like decoration in any way, shape, or form. He's talking about his architectural sort of beliefs and everything like that, and very much shitting on other architectural beliefs, like architects nowadays, they don't know what to do, you know. Like, he definitely does come across as a back in my day grumpy old man, because he does talk about, well, not back in my day, he talks about the Parthenon a lot and the simplicity of its architecture and how effective it is and stuff like that. So he very much says, look how people used to, back in the good old days, they used to do it like this, and now they only do it like that, you know. But I'm glad I read it. It's definitely been a long time since I delved into that sort of area of things, so I'm glad I read it, or am reading it currently. I've got like 30 pages left, so I should finish that by the end of today. And then the audiobook that I've been reading, hello. The audiobook I've been reading is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, and this bases on elemental magic. So we're following our main character Clara, who's an ever witch, which means that her magic continues through the seasons, though it adapts to be summer magic, spring magic, winter magic, whereas the other witches, they still have their power outside of their seasons, but but it's not as strong or like nearly as useful as, like, say, a winter doing their magic in winter. So the magic of these witches is getting affected because of climate change. And the more the climate change is happening, the more difficult it is. So the winter witches are not accustomed to dealing with heat waves, but then there are heat waves happening during winter, but the summer witches are not strong enough, you know, so it's like very intense. So each season, Clara gets another, like they're trying to train her up as Edward to try and get control over her magic, because it is very common for her and other Ever witches in the past to have lost control and hurt people that they cared about. So she accidentally killed her best friend and her parents. This happens right in the beginning, or it doesn't happen, they just tell you right in the beginning, so it's not a spoiler. So she now is getting like a different witch to help her, or she's getting assigned a different witch to help her develop her powers and get control over her powers. So now she's working with a winter witch called Sang, and she's starting to get feelings for him, but unfortunately for her, as the seasons change, not only does her magic change, but so does her feelings for other people. So when she was in love with someone who was a spring witch, as soon as summer witch? Yeah, as soon as summer moved into autumn, the feelings left. Like perfectly like platonic feelings and stuff like that would still remain, but not the fervor that she had for the person before. So it's almost like a really bittersweet element. So yeah, I've got 5 hours left of that. They just did this really big test of her magic, and it was really like hectic. Like I was like, why are they doing this to her? And she had like a freak out and everything like that. It was really, really good. But now that I've finished cleaning, I'm going to do a mad fit workout. I'm going to do a booty and legs day, boy. And I'll check up with you later if I have anything interesting to say. Good workout. This is my life, and I'm okay with it. Every time I sit on the couch, this is what he wants. He doesn't always get it. This is what he wants. Yeah, people. Okay, I'm going to take advantage of the light and the fact that it's making my hair look so damn pink to just read you the synopsis of the chess machine. Because I don't know anything about this. This came from my family home. I think it's one of my siblings' books. And I am probably going to start in on this evening after I finish towards an architecture, but the lighting will be crap. So, I'm going to do it now. Aesthetics, you know? This is also, by the way, translated work. It's translated by Anthea Bell. I'm sure I've read something that was also translated by Anthea Bell. Why am I always itching my nose in these clips? I have allergies, I promise you. So I think this is translated from Austrian. So it's set in 1770. Wow, that's a name. From the dark dungeons of Venice to the imperial court of Vienna, from the palaces of the Austrian nobility to the alleyways of the Jewish quarter, the chess machine is a breathtaking historical adventure based on a true story of a legendary invention. So Baron Wolfgang von Kempelen unveils a strange and amazing invention, the mechanical Turk, a sensational and unbeatable chess-playing automaton. But what the Habsburg court hails as the greatest innovation of the century is really nothing more than a brilliant illusion. The chess machine is secretly operated inside by the Italian, I'm not going to use that word, little person, Tibor, a God-fearing social outcast whose chess-playing abilities and diminutive size make him the perfect accomplice for this grand hoax. I'm not going to read the last part because I always find that the second part tells you too much. So yeah, historical fiction, sneaky D-lanes, a little person, as if that is the correct term, as our main character, or potentially our main character. Is it going to be from the Baron's point of view? I would much prefer it to be from, what's his name, Tibor. He's Italian. I wonder what this is translated from. I will find out. But anyway, that's what this book is. Born in Berlin. Maybe it's translated from German. Good grief. We're all over the place. Anyway, I am going to see you tomorrow because right now I am just editing the vlog, which is going to go up late. But it's okay. And I will talk to you later tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday. We are starting today on the beach, aren't we, my boy? I hope you can hear me. I brought my mic. Hello. Yeah, I'll just be able to talk to you like this so you can hear me, even though you can see my floofer. So yeah, I had stress dreams last night that really made it difficult for me to sleep properly. Like, I slept, but it wasn't restful at all. So I decided I was going to come to the beach. I was planning to come to the beach anyway today, but I was like, you know what, come in the morning. Let's get that stress dream and the lethargy from that out of my system. Have a bit of a walk. I want to do some yoga later. I can do some yoga later. The boy is very happy. He was also squeaking at me, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go to the beach. Last night I finished the Corbusier's towards an architecture. Not really much to update you on. It's like the same sort of thing throughout, but I did start the chess machine, and I'm already liking the chess machine more than anything I've read recently. Like, I had a couple of books that were quite heavy. So I had the Leonardo, which is, you know, like an art non-fiction. Then I had People in Trees, which is fiction but written like non-fiction. And then I read Towards an Architecture, which is definitely fiction, so I mean non-fiction. So it's nice to actually have a storyline and get invested in some characters and everything. It is from Tibor, I still don't pronounce it, it's an Italian name. It's from his point of view, the guy who's going to be playing inside the chess machine, which I much prefer to if it was from the other guy's point of view, because I have a feeling I'm not going to really like the other guy. But yeah, it starts off in this cool way where it gives you like a scene from like 5 years time or something like that, that is like this dramatic moment, and then it goes back in the past where the chess machine is still being built, and now we're probably going to build up to that point, which I'm excited about, because I'm like, ooh, how do we get to this point? Exciting. So yeah, that's super nice. Let me look at this boy. Hey boy, are you doing some running? Are you doing some running? I think there was a storm last night because the beach is very full of stuff, like, oh, nearly dropped. There was a dead seal right at the entrance of the beach that I usually go to, so I drove down the street to a different entrance so I didn't have to look at the dead seal. I'm not good with dead things, but yeah, there must have been a storm last night. Okay, me and my boy are gonna walk, and then gonna get back home and do some actual work. Okay, I'm back home. I am showered. Oh, that was refreshing, except the beach was so dirty because I think there was a storm last night. It was very there were people cleaning. There were like beach cleanup people, but I think I might want to try and organize like a beach cleanup. A friend of mine did it before, where we just got like a whole bunch of us together and we went to a particular beach and we just cleaned it up for the day, and we took the dogs with us and stuff. I want to do that. Maybe that'll be a good way for me to, I don't know, be social. But I wanted to talk about the nature of witches because I'm really liking it. I can't remember the last time I read a witchy book, but I really like witchy books. Oh, my dustbin is in the background. Wait 1 second. So I'm really enjoying it. I love the elemental magic. I don't think I've ever read something which has witches that are driven particularly by specific seasons, and their like powers wax and wane, which is really interesting. So now with Clara, we really get like this internal battle that she has with her magic, because it can be, as I said before, damaging to other people, and she doesn't feel like she has a control over it, to the point where she would rather be stripped of her magic. But it's this whole battle of her trying to get control over her magic, realizing how important her magic is for the other witches and how much she can do to help them and to even save witches' lives. Oh my... Hey boy! I sent you. So we get this really heartbreaking like internal struggle with Clara, where she's putting everyone else before herself and breaking her own heart, like on multiple occasions, because she's trying so hard to do the right thing. When it comes to other people, he's crying because he can see his cat. Yeah, it's like heartbreaking. Something that just happened now that I was just like, oh my god, that one's like this sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place sort of scenario, and I really want to know how it ends. Like, I've got about an hour, maybe 2 hours left, so there's still time to find out what happens, but I'm really enjoying it. I really love the way it's written, and it's such a beautiful book. I wish I had it as a physical copy. It's just run, my boy. Hello. And now he's gonna do his inspection. Every time he comes to the wall, inspect. Anyway, I'm keen to pick up this author's work again because I'm really loving the way it's written, and it's atmospheric and it's lovely. So I am reading 2 books that are getting me motivated for reading right now, which I am very, very chuffed with. So yeah, should probably go do some work, hey? Guys, it's Thursday. In the same tone as last week's vlog when I said hi, it's Thursday. I'm dipping again. Like I said earlier in the week, I think I'm having a mixed episode, but because I've got bipolar 2, I get more heavy depressions and hypomanias rather than full-on manias and milder depressions. And getting off where I'm seated, getting up from where I'm seated now seems so hard. And it amazes me. I watched a bipolar documentary with my girlfriend last night that Stephen Fry did. He is bipolar and did this insane career, has this insane career in front of people and everything like that, and I'm just like, no one is watching me right now. I'm sitting in my room by myself, and just moving into the other room is so insurmountable. I don't know how people do it. So I'm not going to vlog the rest of today because you don't want to see that. I will check you tomorrow. Okay, I lied. I'm back. Let me sit outside while I chat to you. So I just finished listening to The Nature of Witches. I really enjoyed that. So that was really great. Like, if you're really looking for a witchy book, like a completely unique witchy book that has a bit of a school setting, it's really great. It has really excellent character development. Like, you see the way, I mean, the character changes as it is because she changes every season, but as a person you can also see her developing as she like gets more life experience, you know, like a real life person would. So what I'm trying to say is it's realistically written for a witch book, and the ending, so great. It was like, had a dramatic moment, there were like there's romantic stuff that makes your heart happy. It was a really good read. Really good read. I recommend that one highly. So now, because I'm not having such a good time, I'm going to be very kind to myself and pick up Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. While I wasn't vlogging, I read Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I absolutely loved it. It was such a ride, and so many people have been recommending that book, and I finally picked it up, and I'm so glad I did. It's like British Veronica Mars. So we, like, the first book followed Pip. She's our main protagonist. She's got this special interest that she's doing a project on this murder that happened in her town, and she's trying to get to the bottom of it because she thinks the wrong person was accused of the murder. So we get to see one of the guy Ravi, who's like part of the case. He's a big part of it. Then you get her friend group, which is really interesting. Then you get her family, which is like this just really wonderful, warm family that made me think of my family a lot. But it also like went into her schoolwork and all of that kind of thing. But like, yeah, British Veronica Mars is as close as I can get to describe this. But I'm so psyched. Apparently this next book is about her setting up a true crime podcast. And while I don't read true crime podcasts, I'll listen to a book about a fake one. The last book also had a true crime podcast section in it, and on audio, excellent. So I'm going on audio again for this one, if it's going to be a podcast again. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm busy making chips to go with my beetroot burgers. I've eaten vegetarian this whole week. My little gang are all around me because they think I'm doing something to do with food, but I'm not. Look, guys. See? I can show them. See? Nothing? Nothing? I'm just decanting oil. But they were all here staring up at me at the same time, my little gang. The hair is up, I'm still in pajamas, it's midday, it's that kind of day. So I'm just making some lunch. I've been looking for new clients, doing some surveys, and I'm going to try and dump an article. This mental health thing is a little bit of a bitch, eh? I just want to be able to see my therapist. That is coming in the new year. Anyway, we go back to making lunch. I have a feeling I've already worn this sweater once in this video, if not more than once. It's been a week. I'm just editing the vlog now because I went and started working on my platform because I've had another bad day. As soon as I went onto the working platform, this Twitch started and it wouldn't stop. And it's very hard to see. So, yeah, I've realized that this vlog is getting long and I don't have any updates. I'm still reading The Chess Machine and really liking it. I'm still reading Good Girl, Bad Blood and it's really great so far. Just enjoying just as much as I did the first one, which is good because it's got another one in the series. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this chaotic, mixed and ticky vlog was okay for you guys. And I'll chat to you next time.